Is this stock full? God, what the heck? Oh, God! Ow! Alright guys, so today I have a Sig MCX rifle. So this is basically the full 16-inch and full-length version, so essentially you don't need a tack stamp for it or anything, and it's not a pistol. This is actually a pretty cool gun. We have, you got the new key mod system on here. It's a very interesting design, to say the least. I don't know exactly how I feel about it, but it is very different. So I have to applaud Sig for, trying out a sort of newish design, because the sides are flat, which is very interesting. Kind of gives it like a more sleek, but still sort of like that squarish appearance, and then it kind of curves down here. And I can imagine that they did the handguard design like this so that because it's so far away from the barrel, it doesn't heat up very quickly. So when you're shooting basically a lot of ammo, it's kind of like some of the other companies that just make big rails because it doesn't heat up quite as quickly. They do give you some panels for it as well, and I'm sure that a lot of the key mod accessories you can get will actually fit right into it. This is a piston gun, so essentially what it is there's some adjustments here for suppressed and unsuppressed, and basically it should be a great suppressor platform, so if you want to run a can on it, that I'm sure would be awesome. Sig has kind of basically made it sort of like some of the older style piston guns, so that you don't actually have to have a functioning buffer tube, kind of like a lot of the piston ARs, and so that gives you the ability to have a side folding stock. Very cool, actually. It's a very sturdy construction, and the nice thing about it is it's super simple for the most part. The way that it actually unfolds, you just put your thumb at the top of the back of the receiver and pull up on the stock and then flip it to the side. And then when you want to deploy the stock, then you can just basically pull on it and it snaps right into place. And so that is actually very cool. Like, actually deploying the stock is super easy. It is a little bit more difficult to fold the stock, but once you folded it, it still retains a very slim profile, which I like about it a lot. It's not that comfortable to rest up against your cheek, but I'm sure that because of the spacing, you could wrap some paracord or, tape it up or whatever you want to do with it, but it really does, basically, that would help a lot, especially because it's kind of like cold metal against your cheek. It doesn't feel very good. You do get a full top rail, which is kind of nice. It does separate here because the rail system is actually a quick detach design. So essentially, if you pop the front pin, you can slide the front assembly right off. It just rides on rails in the front. And so if they make an alternate rail system, you can actually just pull it right off and switch it out to a different one. And so this is actually the extent of the monolithic rail, and then there's an extension here. Granted, if you put a shorter one, I'm sure you can get shorter ones that are like carbine length if you want. So that's kind of cool, and it does. It pretty much matches up. So I believe you can mount stuff across it, but I don't think there's much that you would anyway. And yeah, the barrel assembly is actually interchangeable as well, because this platform is designed for multi-caliber use. I believe you'll have to switch the lower for the larger calibers and to take different magazines, but it is designed for multi-caliber use, so we'll see if Sig actually follows through with their word and releases the caliber change kits, because there have been many companies that have promised multi-caliber. So far, none have delivered, to the best of my knowledge. Bushmaster, ACR, and SCAR platform. Do I need to go on? Yeah. Anyway, so these two screws right here, they're labeled 1 and 2, so I assume that's just the order in which you can unscrew them. And the barrel assembly comes out, so you put different lengths, different calibers, and you have your piston adjustment here as well. So pretty easy and straightforward. And it breaks down very similar to an AR. Let's see if I can get this out. Basically, it's just the two pins and it breaks in half. And pretty much just looks like an AR on the inside, very simple. And you have a little bit of a recoil buffer here for the bolt carrier. And you got an ambi charging handle that they give you, and it seems like they just use a standard charging handle system, so you probably will be able to put your favorite charging handle into it. And then this is your bolt carrier group. And I also noticed here, the forward assist mechanism is actually removable, so you just unscrew it here and you can take that out. I'm sure there's like a replacement part so that it'll basically be able to eject larger cartridges. And that's, I mean, pretty much the basic breakdown of the gun, and it's very easy to mess around with, which is very cool. It's user friendly, which is nice. So, I mean, I'm not still entirely convinced of the design in terms of like aesthetic appeal. Like, it doesn't look like the best rifle, but it does have a lot of really interesting features, and there are a lot of them are very useful. So I actually really like that. But yeah, that's pretty much all I got for you. It comes with, you know, just really basic stuff, like comes with a sling. That's just kind of a cheap sling, but they give you one. They give you one magazine. It's just an AR type magazine, and a couple of the rail panels for attaching stuff. Anyway, that's all I have for you. Thanks for watching the video. If you like the video, please like and subscribe. We also have a Facebook page that I basically just try to post funny stuff on there, so check it out if you like. And yeah, thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Hey, when do you guys want to help me put it back together?